One realization I've come to notice is that life is pain. I think there's a quote from whether the Buddha or something like that, that life is suffering. And this is extremely true. One thing I noticed that we usually do is we usually try to avoid that pain. We usually try to avoid that discomfort. If you're feeling cold, for example, you will try to put on a jacket or clothes or whatever to make yourself feel warm. And if you're feeling too hot, for example, you try to take off the jacket or take off the clothes or whatever to feel cooler. We're always looking for comfort as human beings. We're always looking for that comfortable, that stable, that place that there's no pain. We're always looking for it. But what I notice is life is full of pain, and no matter how much you try to avoid this pain, no matter how much you try to run from this pain, it's almost as if the pain keeps chasing you down. For example, if you don't want to feel the pain of working out, going to the gym and feeling your body sore and lifting all these heavy weights and sweating, like all this stress, if you don't want to feel all that, you're going to eventually feel the pain of having like poor health, the pain of having like a poorly looking body, or the pain of being overweight, the pain of being unhealthy, the pain of being weak. If you're avoiding the pain of building a business or getting into a high quality career or like making a lot of money, all those type of stuff, you're going to feel the pain of being broke, the pain of not being able to afford stuff, the pain of looking at your bank account and seeing 000. Like if you think about almost every single aspect of life, that pain is like compulsory, it's part of it. So the thing is, like, we're going to feel this pain regardless. Like, why don't we just choose the type of pain we want instead? And as I say it right now, it might not really make sense, because like, how do you choose the pain you want? For example, like the workout example, there's the pain of going to the gym and working out and eating healthy, doing all these stressful things. Or there's the pain of being overweight and having a poorly looking body and stuff like that. Why don't you just choose the pain of working out, since you're going, like, because that's a better type of pain to feel. It's almost like the pain is worth it. It's a useful type of pain, unlike the other one is not as useful, but it's not really worth it. Like, you just feel pain and there's no benefit attached to it. Same with the other one as well, the money making, like hustling or whatever. Like, why don't you just feel the pain of actually building a business, the pain of getting a very high quality degree and getting into a high quality career that you're very proud of and is going to pay you a lot of money? Because the other pain, the other alternative is just like making minimum wage, or just like being broke every time, or like having no money at all. So like, why don't you just feel the pain that is going to give you money rather than the pain that is not going to give you anything? Because at the end of the day, pain is involved. If you're going to feel pain at all, you might as well feel the pain that's going to help you. So my advice is, stop running from pain. Many of us on a day-to-day basis, we're always running from pain. Your whole day wants it to be stress-free. And stress is kind of bad, which is true, but you have to choose the type of stress you want. And make sure the stress you're choosing is a good type of stress. Just like the examples we listed above, it's a lot more worth it to be stressed about making money than to be stressed about not having money. So in your day-to-day life, incorporate habits and different things and routines that are going to make you feel pain, that are going to make you feel uncomfortable. Like, do those things so that when the time the real uncomfortable stuff comes, like, you're prepared for it. For example, every single morning I always do 100 push-ups, like every single morning, non-negotiable. I call it paying my dues. You have to pay your morning dues. Maybe doing 100 push-ups might be too much for you. Something as small as doing 10 push-ups, or even making your bed, or arranging your room, or like simple stuff like that. You have to do all those uncomfortable things that you don't really want to do, that are going to help you. You just try to live a stress-free life and a painless life. You don't want to feel any discomfort. You don't want anything to disturb you, whatever. Like, that pain is going to come back to you. Like, you are going to have to pay those dues eventually. The pain that life and nature and the universe in general is going to give you, it's probably the one that you're not going to be proud of, or you're not going to want to feel. So step out of your comfort zone today. Start doing uncomfortable things. Start feeling pain.